Well, today is Tuesday, 16th November at Burlington, Washington, and it's about 11 p.m. This is the Skagit River. It's the second largest river in the state of Washington. It actually starts in the mountains of British Columbia and dumps into the Puget Sound, or maybe about 10 miles from here at the most. And it's at historic flood levels right now. It's the highest the river's ever been in recorded history. And back 2008, the river was high. Had to deal with flooding. Right now on the railroad, there's been rock slides on the Chuckanut yesterday that got cleaned up. The Sumas branch is totally out of service because of flooding, and the water's high all around. So anyways, we're gonna walk down to the bridge, and we'll check out the BNSF bridge across the Skagit River next. Here's a view of the Skagit, telephoto view of the railroad bridge across the river. Kind of keep walking down here. I couldn't get up here yesterday, but there was a big log jam there yesterday. And the B&B had a crane out there, and they were trying to lift up logs, and then right here, and then the river suddenly rose about 4 foot real quickly. When the river rose 4 foot, it broke that log jam up, and it went and under the bridge and broke up and went around the bend of the river, and it is now all piled up against the state highway bridge. Now this whole area from the trees all the way across here, that far bank there, you see the FedEx trailers. Okay, this area right here, in normal times, this is the city soccer field. So today, it looks like the soccer field now has become a fishing hole, and probably these trees would become the kayak challenge water course. Now we're going to walk down to the railroad bridge. Now this whole area from the trees all the way across here, that far bank there, you see the FedEx trailers. Okay, this area right here, in normal times, this is the city soccer field. So today, it looks like the soccer field now has become a fishing hole, and probably these trees would become the kayak challenge water course. Now we're going to walk down to the railroad bridge. Well, I guess the sign makes this pretty self-explanatory. We're on Pease Road, and this is the end of the road, and this is where the water's coming up over top of the roadway, as you can see here. And right where the leaves are, that's where the break is between the water and the pavement. Okay, I made my way down to the bridge. Talked to some guys from the irrigation dike district here. They tell me the river's come down about 18 inches. So if that's the case, it would have been like right about the bottom of the bridge for a little while. And right in front of me yesterday, there was a humongous log jam there. The dike guys told me yesterday afternoon the river suddenly raised about 4 feet. And when that 4 foot level happened, it broke up the log jam and went underneath the bridge. Go pan around. This is what it looks like right now. Okay, we're on the west side of the railroad bridge here at Mount Vernon. There's a overall pan view. That raised span right there, that's where Ed English's, it was called the Skagit and Baker River Railroad. It was a logging railroad to come down from the Hamilton area and come down here. And in this area here somewhere at one time there was a log dump. He put his logs into the river here and flowed them to the sawmill, and then later on he got trackage rights on the Great Northern, concrete branch and Anacortes line, and built a spur track off the GN at Whitmarsh, we call on the railroad. And it went over an area by Deception Pass Bridge and took the logs directly into a sawmill there. That was a long time ago. Anyways, let's go across the river here. Check the bridge out. The sun right now is just making it difficult. Get a view downstream here. We're really seeing the viewfinder here with the sun shining in my eyes. Open it up a little bit more for this view. And we're back over here again. So anyways, that's it for right now with the railroad on this side of the river. Cross the highway bridge over the other side of the river. Go take a look on the other side, see what's going on over there. And helicopters, about 3 different helicopters that keep buzzing around here. Flying up and down the river. Too high up, I can't tell if they're news helicopters or what they are. Just keep coming back for more, I guess. The storage tracks here have all been done, and now the city's got the floodgate in place across the river road here. And it locks into the permanent floodgate over here. Got a flood wall. It goes right down to the river here. Combination flood wall, I guess, and security fence for the RV park. Anyway, there's a side view of the sandbags across the Mount Vernon Terminal Railroad storage tracks here. See the wall on the other side, and the floodgate is sitting there against the wall, waiting to for there's 2 trains to go by yet, and then they're going to put the floodgate in. So here's an overview from the side of the hill. You can see the floodgate, Mount Vernon Terminal Railway storage tracks at the end. Well, not very far from here. And there's an overview of the entire We're at Riverside Park here in Mount Vernon. It's the Skagit River. It's over the banks here. And as you can see, Riverside Park's just a little bit flooded. Okay, it's the State Highway Bridge over the Skagit River here at Mount Vernon. And the log jam that's here earlier is broken up. And water's just freely flowing around it. This water's moving fast. There we go, we got the tree stump floating down the river right here. Well, right, that stumps up against the pier of the bridge. There's a small log jam on the side of the river, town side of the river here. Nothing like the big jam that was here earlier. Another view up Riverside Park here. Mother and the kids left. There's the river. this is our great Skagit River flood for 2021. Today's November 16th, Tuesday. Hope you all enjoyed seeing what's going on in the railroad here today.